All the information is on the card, all the numismatic information. So the item number is the 906974. A really unique, cool, you know, under the coin collecting, we get things like this once in a while. So amazing. All right, I cannot wait to hear the story of the penny. This is the 2025 Proof 70 Deep Cameo, first release, limited edition. We do not have 873. That's how much in the original edition. Lincoln cent coin. So, lots going on.
Out of the proof set.
Out of the proof set.
So it's out of the 2025 proof set. So understand this isn't the regular issue coin.
But it's been graded. So
it's been graded, and it's been graded absolutely perfect. PR70, it's a first release coin. So it came out of the first batch of proof sets, in essence. The United States Mint has said that they're going to do, 400,000 proof sets. That'll make this one of the rarest proof sets that has ever been made at the San Francisco Mint. And we are topping that off.
Look at that.
With the very last Lincoln cent. Now, there's been talk they might have a cent in the proof set next year. I don't know that. It won't be a Lincoln cent. It'll be an entirely different thing. If it happens. There's no information coming out of the United States Mint. Here's the one thing I do know. In the the national news media, last week they announced that the United States Mint had made their final purchase of cent blanks. Once they got through that bunch of blanks, that's it.
That's officially last week they announced it.
Yeah, they announced that. The United States Mint announced that. And they will end the penny. They will end the penny. They said they ordered their last bunch of blanks, and then the penny is over. And so that information has gotten into the public. And with that information, people are going crazy. Now, of the 2025 Lincoln cents, the S Mint in the proof set is by far the rarest. I mean, by like 5,000 times, it's going to be rarer than the P's and the D's. And to be able to get this coin in perfect 70 at $79.95 is something you absolutely must take advantage of.
You know what I'm thinking about?
What?
The last coin show we did was just a few weeks ago, and you said on air, I don't know this for sure,
right,
but I think it's the last year they're going to make it. You said, but I think it's going to happen, you know, based on my, you know, they're saying rumblings, A couple weeks later, in between then and now, they made that announcement.
They made that announcement.
When are you wrong? When are you wrong?
I don't know.
I'm talking about only in coins.
Talk to my wife.
No, you're right. I'm
pretty regularly.
Like, that is amazing to me because because you didn't know for sure.
But we figured, look, President Trump had gone out and said he wants to end the penny.
Right.
Now, he can't just end the penny on his own.
Right.
There has to be a lot of things that go into that. There has to be legislation. They've put legislation out there now to do that. You know, and so they're going to end the cent. We use the word cent here. Pennies are English. Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, pennies are English.
Okay.
That's why we use the word cent here.
Okay.
Okay. Even though colloquially it's known as a penny.
I had no
that
idea.
Just carries over from a cultural approbation from England. Okay.
The cent.
It's a really cent. It even says right on it, 1 cent. Okay. It doesn't say a penny. It says 1 cent.
I learned something new.
But I'm gonna about half the time I'm gonna refer to it as a penny.
Okay.
Because that's the way it is. But understand if this now I want to go one step further here. Yeah. As this is going to sell, you should be buying these 2, 3, 4, 5 at a time. You know, I'd never say that.
No, you don't.
You should be buying these two because here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to do something.
But you predicted the future 2 weeks ago.
Say something that I don't know that I've ever done here in all the years I've done here.
Uh-oh.
People say, what should I, what are the coins I should get? This is one of the coins you should get. The other thing that you should get is 2025 United States government issued proof sets. And I don't sell those here, okay? Because the United States Mint sells those. That's something you should have a couple of. They're going to make 400,000 of those. They're $40.50 plus shipping and handling from the Mint. I think they're $45. 400,000 is not nearly enough. If it's the last penny, and they changed the Kennedy half dollar, and they changed the sack and the dime and the nickel and all that other stuff with that. That set is going to sell out by August or September at the very latest, and I think it could be a $100 to $200 proof set. before the end of the year. I'm not clairvoyant, I don't know.
Well, you kind of are.
I mean, I have a pretty good feel for this stuff.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I ordered 2,000 today, so, but I mean, that's for the business. I mean, because we're gonna need pennies, because we're gonna need, and we gotta get them early. Normally, I just don't buy them as I need them. That's what we've always done.
Right.
I just don't think they're gonna be there, so we bought way more than we needed. And so, what's gonna be the superstar? Now, if they sell that out and that turns into a $100 set, this is a $150 coin. Okay, we have the Kennedy $50 in this as well. That's another $150. This is the regular price of the Lincoln cent that it's going to be. With that, I have not increased the price on this based on the fact that it's going to be the last Lincoln cent. This is the same price. This is the same exact.
Because you priced it before that announcement.
100%. And so, we cracked them open and we did this, like I said. So we've sent in, to Annex, I think we've sent in 2,500 proof sets, and to NGC, we've sent in about 25. So 5,000 proof sets, a little over 1.25% of all the proof sets that are going to be made by the United States government. We've already smashed open and sent to grading services. Okay, that number's going to double. We'll probably send 5% of all the proof sets that are made this year. I will probably open up and send into grading companies. And so when that happens, now you understand what you have. And on top of that, now you have first release individually numbered set, which is only available here at HSN. Other things, you're going to see populations on this, maybe in the thousands, 873. How many do we have left now? Probably 150, 175. 240, 20 dozen. Get in on this, the last of the Lincoln cents, and that is going to be, now understand, it doesn't mean that they're going to make another cent. The cent, the 1 cent, the penny is disappearing. Let me explain to you the numismatic collectible significance of that. The last time we ended a denomination in this country.
Ooh, I feel like you told me that in the last show.
1889.
Ugh.
In 1889, we ended the 3-cent nickel.
3-cent nickel.
We also ended the $1 gold piece and the $3 gold piece, but the big one was the 3-cent nickel. That was the last time we ended a denomination.
How much are those worth now?
Well, in perfect condition, proof, and the last coins were all proof. I mean, 20, 30, 40, 50,000, $100,000. I mean, depending on how good it is. With that, they made far fewer of them, but understand, I mean, it was a 3-cent nickel. I mean, it was never really caught on that well anyway. And so this, I mean, Lincoln cents are ubiquitous in our lives.
People are buying more than one, Pat's telling me.
Of course because, I mean, how many kids do you have? How many grandkids do you have? How many nieces and nephews you have? Then one for you, one for the wife, one for, whatever you want. So 2, 3, 4, 5 are legitimate quantities to be able to buy these that you have. And understand, so I'll do my best. Now, first release, I can never do again. So once we sell out the first release, it's done, gone, and over.
And you can't do the last penny cent ever again.
Ever again, yeah. I get one chance in my whole life to do the last Lincoln.
Wow.
The last cent. It's not just the last Lincoln. And understand, we've had cents in this country, 1 cent coins since 1792. I mean, it has been the one denomination that has been with us the entire time. It's been like, that and dimes.
Didn't you tell me it costs more money to make a cent than
That's
it is
why they're
the
ending
value?
it.
Okay.
It costs about 4 cents to make a cent. Okay. Now here's the down and dirty on that. It costs 14 cents to make a nickel. So the nickel's next. Okay. The first coin that we can make for less than its face value is actually the dime. So the nickel actually costs 14 cents.
Oh my gosh.
So I think the nickel's next, the penny's first, the nickel,
right.
and that's that way in many places around. Everybody rounds up to the dime. And so that's what's going to happen. But this last Lincoln, this last cent, the last penny, that is going to be significant on a level. I mean, I read 20 articles online. Or newspapers. I actually still literally read newspapers.
I like the way you tried to change it for my benefit there.
In the newspaper, which I still get delivered.
It's paper online.
Yeah, no, I get the actual paper.
The actual newspaper.
Yeah, I get actual newspaper. Yeah.
Okay, good for you.
I get 3 newspapers delivered to my house.
Oh my
That's
God.
just the way, yeah, that's right.
That is sad.
Not including my coin newspapers.
Do you own a cell phone?
Yeah, well, yeah. No, I have a cell phone.
Okay,
I use it a
that's
lot.
good. Okay, good.
You know, but that's kind of the end of my
that's the end of your tech.
technological
Okay.
prowess right,
All right.
there.
Okay.
So I suspect we're under 200 at this point, and they're just going to keep
146.
Yeah,
and they're flying out the door.
And I have 100 people on the phone. So,
Yeah.
and if you're doing what I'm telling you to do, this is going to sell out, and that's the last of my first release. I can't bring first release back no matter what.
No. 138 now.
Yeah.
136,
and so,
135,
yeah, how fast?
134.
Okay, let's have a contest, me and you. How fast can you count backwards? Ready?
Oh, no.
Go.
132.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's 131, 130, 129. It is, again, people are buying multiples. Obviously, it's going to sell out in our show for $26.66. That's your flex pay. You're getting home. It's like the last of its kind.
Yeah. It's
kind
a
of like
dodo bird is what it is.
Yeah.
It's a carrier pigeon.
It's like a mammoth, a woolly mammoth.
Carrier pigeon.
Carrier pigeon.
That's
it's
right.
the end. Oh my gosh, Mike, I hate to add you to the pile, but you are the last of its kind also, I think.
As many people have said, thank God.
All right, hey, guess what? You could save $25 off anything you buy here at HSN by opening an HSN credit card for which there is